You see, even in the lightweight division, fights that ain't even title fights are on and popping. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. 135 division, the lightweight division, a glamour division, one of the original 8 divisions. Yeah, the lightweight division is one of the best and deepest divisions in boxing right now. You know what I mean? Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. Should nobody complain about that fight? Should be no complaints at all about this fight right here. Ryan Garcia, we've been waiting for him to have a good opponent on his resume. Luke Campbell, a two-time world title challenger for the WBC at 135. Ryan Garcia tried to use him as a stepping stone. Can Luke Campbell overcome and get back in position to be in world title contention like he was about to be on April 18th? You never know. It was a 50-50 shot. April 17th, excuse me. I was supposed to be there at the MGM National Harbor. Fortuna, Javier Fortuna versus Luke Campbell for the WBC belt. At the time, Devin Haney was a champion in recess because he was out with the shoulder injury. So the WBC, they're ordering Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. Apparently, or ironically, these two guys had no opponents because Javier Fortuna was supposed to fight Luke Campbell. Looks like the man Javier Fortuna has opted to fight for the WBC Diamond Belt versus Jorge Linares. Ryan Garcia was supposed to fight Jorge Linares. It looked like Jorge Linares couldn't get out here to the United States by July 4th. Although that fight wasn't signed, they were just talking about it. And it looked like that was supposed to be the fight on the horizon for the man Ryan Garcia. I was making videos all about it because I was interested in that fight as well, you know what I mean? But Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell's been ordered by the WBC. I'm going to read a tweet, and I think this is a quote from social media. It says, quote, with Javier Fortuna pulling out of the Luke Campbell fight, we have just been notified that the WBC has ordered Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. Eddie Hearn, Campbell's promoter and managing director of Matchroom Boxing. It looks like that's Eddie Hearn. He announced that on Twitter, and the Zone and Golden Boy, they tweeted back, great fight. Absolutely. Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell's in his 30s. He's in his early 30s. What's his record? 20-3 with 16 KOs. You know what I'm saying? I know Ryan Garcia, I think he's like 20-0 with 17 KOs. This is a very good fight, ladies and gents. They don't have a date yet. That's the thing. Jorge Linares versus Javier Fortuna, though, will be on August 28th at Indio Springs in California. That's going to be on the Zone. So that's a very good fight. You know what I'm saying? Jorge Linares, a triple crown champion, a champion in 3 different weight classes, featherweight, super featherweight, and lightweight, versus Javier Fortuna. He's held a couple regular belts. I remember he was a WBA regular title at 130 pounds, and he got knocked out by Jason Sosa in China. That was a shocking knockout. Absolutely. You know, the man Javier Fortuna is a herky-jerky type of fighter, you know what I mean? Very awkward. You know what I'm saying? And let me see if we got some more quotes. Luke Campbell's tweeted on Twitter, let's go! Yes, indeed. Campbell's a guy who was a 2012 Olympian, don't forget, for England. You know what I'm saying? He won a gold medal in his country, in London, you know what I'm saying? So, I've been watching this guy since the Olympics and as a pro. I like Luke Campbell, Southpaw. He ain't never got that world title. It'll be a damn shame if he finishes his career as a gold medal Olympian without a world title. That's all he's lacking right now. Don't let those boyish looks fool you from Luke Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Them fellas in his early 30s, he ain't no spring chicken. You know what I mean? He's an 8-year vet in the game. You know what I'm saying? If, you know, that fight versus Jorge Linares, man, he put a great effort for with a busted eye. To me, the difference was the knockdown. If it wasn't for that, Harvey, if he won 7 rounds without getting dropped, he would have won the fight on my scorecard. You know what I mean? But I had it 6 rounds apiece, and the knockdown was the difference. Then he had that fight with the man Lomachenko. I didn't like that fight. I didn't like the idea of Lomachenko just coming out of nowhere, not even being ranked in the top 15 in the WBC rankings, and just thrown in the mix and given a world title shot. Although he had 2 belts, he had a WBA and WBO title. Luke Campbell versus Lomachenko was for the vacant WBC belt. Then the man Lomachenko, rather than keep the WBC belt, he decided to become a franchise champion. So even if he fights the man, what's his name? What's this guy? What's that guy? Teofimo Lopez. That fight ain't even for undisputed. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, man. And the promoters are to blame. First and foremost, Eddie Hearn was the one to blame. Sure, he got the man Luke Campbell a big shot, a big fight in London versus one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world in Lomachenko. But that was a money move. That was a money grab right there. You know what I mean? I don't think Eddie Hearn was looking out for the best interests of the man Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell put up a valiant effort, but he lost the fight. I don't know anybody who thinks that Lomachenko lost that fight. You know what I'm saying? The scorecards were much wider on that on my scorecard for Luke Campbell versus what's his name Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? So that was a money grab by Eddie Hearn, and then with Top Rank with Bob Arum and them, you know, and Team Lomachenko, these guys decided to have him as a franchise champion. What part of the game is that? So that means he doesn't have to fight his mandatories, or at the time, he was supposed to fight the man Devin Haney. If Devin Haney came off the shoulder surgery, which he did, he was supposed to go get back his title. Lomachenko, I guess, had second thoughts about that and decided, you know what? Let me be the franchise champion, which to me is the worst belt you could ever have in boxing. Dead serious. So I'm looking forward to that. Whenever they make this fight, I will be glued to my television watching Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? Ryan Garcia knocked out his last opponent in 1 round. He's been knocking out his opponents left and right. Hence his record, 20-0 with 17 KOs. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was supposed to fight Linares. I was really looking forward to that fight. And, say what you want about Linares. Linares got the skills to pay the bills to beat these guys. It's just the fact that he cuts easy and he gets stopped. He don't get knocked out, laid out flat cold on his back. Nah, he gets stopped. In the last fight, he did get stopped with the body shot when he got, but he actually got punished by, was it Pablo Cesar Cano? Pablo Cesar Cano beat the shit out of the man Linares in 1 round. Woo! He dropped him like 3 times, and then they had to stop it. You know what I'm saying? So Linares versus what's his name would have been a great fight, Ryan Garcia. But look, if that fight ain't happening, I like this fight right here with Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? Ryan Garcia has been one of the most active social media fighters during this COVID. You know what I'm saying? And any and everybody's vulnerable. But I gotta give it up to the Golden Boy and what's his name, Golden Boy and Eddie Hearn's Matchroom and the WBC for hopefully putting this fight together. As of right now, we don't have a date. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a date. But for guys who are coming back from the COVID, compared to what we watching every Tuesday and Thursday on Top Rank ESPN. Look, I'm grateful there's boxing, yes, but you could understand why the headliners are guys like Alex Sasado. You know what I'm saying? Headlining a card, which is okay, which is well and fine, but everybody's just having tune-up fights. You know what I mean? Josh Greer, his fight wasn't no tune-up fight. Don't get it twisted. Nope, that fight wasn't no tune-up fight versus Mike Planier from Philippines. Wow, Magic Mike. Go watch that fight or check out my review if you haven't seen the fight. But I'm looking forward to seeing this Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Luke Campbell's a tall, rangy southpaw, can box, uses his jab well. You know what I mean? Ryan Garcia looks like he got the speed and the power. We shall see. Styles make fights. I'm sorry, Javier Fortuna versus Linares. That fight is for the WBC Diamond Belt, and it's a very good fight. And at least we have a date for that, August 28th. You know what I mean? So Devin Haney, I don't know who he's fighting next. That's the champion. But it looks like these four guys who I've mentioned from Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia, Javier Fortuna, and Linares, they doing a little round robin. I don't know what the winners of these fights, what's next up for them. Maybe they get Devin Haney automatically. Maybe they might have to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? They might have to fight each other to get a title shot. I hope not, because Devin Haney also needs that signature name on his resume. The guys he's fought, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't never heard of none of them. I've never heard of none of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at the WBC rankings and see. Let, let me see who's who's ranked in the WBC. It's in the lightweight division. Let me see who has at least who's first in line and shouldn't be overlooked. Okay, so Vasil Lomachenko is the franchise champ. Devin Haney is the WBC champion. Javier Fortuna is the number one contender. Luke Campbell is the number two contender. Ryan Garcia is the number three contender. And Ryan Garcia walks around with some kind of fake ass WBC belt. You know what I mean? Some kind of replica joint that you could get up off of eBay or something. Same kind of joint that the man Dillian White be parading around with. You know what I mean? And he tries to tell people this is the same exact belt that the man Deontay Wilder had. Now there's a difference. You could actually see the difference. The belt that the guys Dillian White and them have, it ain't gold like that compared to a real WBC belt. Okay, so Ivan Mendy, the Frenchman, African Frenchman, he's the number four ranked in the contender in the WBC, and Jorge Linares is number five. So Ivan Mendy also might have a claim to be trying to get up in this round robin. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup at lightweight. We got Vasil Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Javier Fortuna, Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia, Jorge Linares. We got Tank Davis. We have um, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. The man Gary Russell looks like he trying to get up in the mix in at 135 pounds. He's trying to hop two weight classes. I'm not sure if I like the idea of that, to be honest. I'm trying to tell you, man. To me, they got a Rigondeaux written all over it. You know what I'm saying? Now Rigondeaux came up all the way from 122 to 130 to fight the man. What's his name? Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have OGs like young OGs or YGs like Robert Easter Jr. He's still in the mix. You know what I mean? Um, you know, then you also got I'm seeing the number two ranked. We waiting to see what this guy from Africa, from Ghana, named Emmanuel Gameboy Tagul. You know, I've been watching this guy. I've been watching him on YouTube whenever he fights. I check him out, see what he's about. He hasn't fought no live opposition yet, but he's a guy who's due for a title shot, and he's ranked number two in the WBC. I'm sorry, in the WBO. Okay, with Vasyl Lomachenko as a champion, and you got guys like Lee Selby. He's still in the mix as well. He's the number one ranked contender in the WBO. You check it. Emmanuel Tagul, Game Boy Tagul from Ghana is also ranked number seven in the IBF. We got Gamboa ranked number eight in the WBA. You know what I'm saying? So there's some good fighters in the lightweight division. Now we just gotta see when they gonna mix it up. B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about this fight, Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. We don't have a date yet, and also let me know what your thoughts are about Javier Fortuna and Jorge Linares for the WBC Diamond Belt. If I'm not mistaken, that's a belt Jorge Linares has held before. I think he was a WBC Diamond champion when he was he was a champion in recess because of injuries. Mikey Garcia fought Dejan Zlatikin for the WBC belt, and he knocked him out cold, put his ass to sleep. Nyquil time, and that's how Mikey became the WBC belt. So in the meantime, in between time, when Jorge Linares healed from his injuries, he didn't try to fight the man Dejan Zlatikin or Zlatichinin, however you pronounce his name. He ain't go fight him, but he fought somebody for a WBC diamond belt. So it's a belt he's had before, another garbage belt. But at the end of the day, the fight is better than what's at stake. That's that weak ass title. You know what I mean? That's a very good fight between Javier Fortuna and Ryan Garcia. Leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about these fights, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.